Hey guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you guys don't mind this new setup. I actually put my Christmas tree up already and it's right in front of the window where I film, so I kind of have to be like on the side because the tree is like literally right in front of me. And I don't have space and everything else in my house is really dark because the sun's already coming down and this is like the little bit of sunlight that I have left in the day. So for today's Vlogmas video, I'm going to be doing my makeup collection part 2. In this video, we're going to talk about my blushes, highlighters, and bronzers, both powder and cream products. So without any more rambling, I will show you guys the items and then I'll see you guys at the end again to go over some stats. For singles blushes, these are the ones that I have. A lot of full size, if you think about it. I have Marc Jacobs, Bobbi Brown, Fenty Beauty, Lorac NARS, Physicians Formula, Too Faced, Bare Minerals, Becca, a couple of the little Too Faced from the Chocolate Soleil, Smashbox, Laura Mercier, a Sephora 1 and 2 from Tarte. One is the regular Park Avenue Princess and the other one's the matte version of the Park Avenue Princess. These are some of the bronzer palettes that I have. You guys might have seen these two in the face powder category and in the highlighter category, and then this is a blush palette that has some bronzers, and then this is the Kat Von D palette, the contouring palette also that has 3 face powders there. I have a lot. You guys might have seen in the other shot, or I don't know if the order that you guys might have seen it, but I have a lot of face palettes. It gets a little bit tricky when it comes to face palettes, but when I go over the numbers, like I said in the other video, I will make sure to count every single item because I count my numbers by pans. So that is it for my bronzers. From cream bronzers, I only have one. Technically, this is a concealer, but I bought it so I could use it as a cream bronzer. I really like the consistency of this as in the color that matches me. It works pretty well. It blends almost to nothing. So I'm hoping that it will work to work as a cream bronzer. We will see. But yeah, technically it's a concealer, but it's in the bronzer category. These are my single blushes. I have other blushes and palettes and blush palettes themselves, but for powder blushes, these are the current ones. Starting here in the corner, one from Wet n Wild, 2 from Milani, another 2 from Milani, just different versions. Tarte, Bare Minerals, Becca, Sephora brand, couple of NARS, Too Faced. I used one of these in 2020, so those take a long time to use up. A few from Urban Decay, Laura Geller, MAC. There's a mini one and 2 full size. A few more from Benefit. This is a Dior one, Tarte, L'Oreal, and another Bare Minerals, and a Makeup Revolution. These are the blush palettes that I was talking about earlier. For the most part, most of them are just blushes, but I do have a couple of bronzers in here. But I have a Becca trio up here. I have a Too Faced right here. Alex from One Beauty, I keep calling her One Beauty Addict. Alejandra Lisset, that's her name of the channel. She panned this, not all of it, but she finished a couple, I think, and hit pan on other few. So I'm tempted to maybe work on that sooner rather than later. Because I feel like blush is something that I can go through fairly quickly, not super fast, but in a decent amount of time. So we'll see. I have 2 palettes from Benefit, 2 Cheekers palette, and then this one is from Tarte. This one's from Sephora. This one's from Urban Decay. This one is from e.l.f. You see an empty space there because I took out the highlighter that I had in there. It didn't come with a highlighter originally, but these e.l.f. palettes that come in 4s like this, you can pop out the pans, and so I've owned a few and I've combined them here and there throughout the years. So this is the last one that I have powder wise, and of course I had the highlighter there. Anyway, I have this one from Milani and this one from e.l.f. And of course I have other blushes in other face palettes as well. For cream blush, I have 5. I still have this e.l.f. palette. I haven't touched it at all, so maybe hopefully I can touch it soon. I want to touch all my makeup soon, really. Who am I kidding? And then this one from Kaja. I don't even remember how I got a hold of that, to be honest. But I have it. I haven't used it. It's still sealed, so hopefully it won't dry out too fast. These are the highlighters that I have in single form. I have a lot more that are in palettes, and I will show you those a little bit later. But for now, these are the single ones. I have a brand new one from Aladdin. Then I have a ton of little ones from Becca in different shades. Moonstone, Opal, Rose Gold. I think those are the only 3 that I have, but they're all in there. Then one from Laura Geller, RMS Beauty, that one's loose. Dandelion Twinkle, I think that's what it's called. Then one from Catrice, Bobbi Brown, Jouer, Urban Decay, Tarte. I have 2 single ones here from Artist Couture and Laura Mercier. It's a translucent glittery glowy powder. I tried to use this one. I have 2 of those. I tried to use one as a setting powder. I didn't realize it had glitter, or it was a glowy powder, and it just looked really bad. Anyway, I have this little one from e.l.f., from an e.l.f. palette, and then have 2 duos here, one from Wet n Wild and the other one is from Fenty Beauty. Now for the highlighters that come in palettes, this is always a funky, weird category, not category, but a difficult setup to display, because as you guys can see from these palettes right here, you can see palettes that have a highlighter and a bronzer, like these 2 palettes, Bobbi Brown and Becca by Chrissy Teigen, and these ones from Urban Decay. Then you have palettes like this one from Lorac that have shadows, highlighters, and blush. This one here from Ulta Beauty, it's a collab with Melissa Michelle that has eyeshadows, blush, and highlighter. This one from Sephora, it's similar to this one from Kat Von D. This one has 3 blushes, but it comes with like highlighter / holographic transitioning shades that I count as highlighters. So you have these 2, and then another palette here with eyeshadows and bronzers and other things like that. This one's from BH Cosmetics from Carly Bible, and then this one from Makeup Revolution by what's her name? Emily Noel. So these are some of the categories. Please excuse me if I don't show a specific one, but I will be going through each and every single palette and counting. So when I do give you guys the number, I will make sure that I count every single one. These are my cream / liquid highlighters. I have one in rotation right now, but that one's almost finished, so I'm not even gonna count that as part of the inventory numbers. So these are the ones that I have as backup. So I have, I wanna say 4 full size, which would be the Becca one, the Armani, the Benefit High Beam, and this number 7 Skin Illuminator. And maybe this one too, the one from Lancome. That one is kind of the same texture as the ones from ColourPop. It's that same, even the packaging looks really similar, but it's the same consistency. And then I have a few deluxe size samples right here on the bottom from Milk Makeup, Marc Jacobs, Becca, Cover FX. I think these 2 are Cover FX. These are just the drops, and this is the stick. And then that one is from Nude Sticks, and that one is from Physicians Formula. So there are some here that I've used and I know that I like, others that I haven't, but we'll see how many I can work through in 2021. And there you have it, guys. That is what my face products is looking like right now. So for the stats, I'm going to start with the powder bronzers. Last update, as a reminder, my last updated inventory was in September of 2019, so it's been well over a year. And so anyway, back then in September of 2019, I had 50 blushes, and right now I have 55. I don't even know how that happened. I have 5 more than I did over a year and a half ago. It's not a category that I'm doing very well on, but it is what it is. They can't change it. For cream bronzers though, last update in September, I had 4, and right now I have 2. So I did really, really well. Cream bronzers. I filmed my inventory about a week or so ago, and I can't remember which two they are. I remember one, but I can't remember the other one. Oh well, so that's that. For blushes now, for powder blushes, last update I had 115. I know, you need to tell me. I am aware of how ridiculous that number sounds. But anyway, right now I have 104. So I did go down by 11 blushes. I did do a declutter, and I gifted and I showed the video, and I gifted a couple of blush palettes and other blush trios and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's where the 11 came from. There's no way I finished 11 blushes in 18 months. Is it 18 months? 16 months, around there. I know that improvement came from not only using up blushes, but also from decluttering. So it is what it is. I still have 104, but I'm okay with that. For cream blush, I had 8 back then, and right now I have 7. I know I only used up 1, and that was the product that was in the balm of my hand. No, the Bon Jovi palette from the Balm. I used up one of those little cream shades, so that's where that one came from. Then for powder highlighters, I had 76 back in September 2019. Right now I have 79. So I did go up by 3. I know I bought the MAC Soft and Gentle for Black Friday, but the other two I really can't remember or recall where they came from. So that's that. And then for cream highlighters, I had 16 back in September 2019, and right now for December 2020 I have 14. So I did go down by 2, and those 2 are the ones that I used up in my Partners in Cream project pan. So those are well accounted for. But anyway guys, I know I did really good in the blush category, seeing that I had a lot of blushes. And then the bronzers and the highlighters went up a little bit, but I feel like I can go through those a little bit faster than I can blush. Regardless, I am well aware that that's a large number, but I'm okay with that. I know I'm getting use out of my products, and I didn't buy a lot this year, so that's always good. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this portion of the makeup inventory, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.